flaming David Bowie.
David.
No, he has like that piercing gaze.
Hello,
Yes.
everybody,
That's pretty hot.
and welcome to another episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Straw, but it's been changed, transformed, that we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark TTRPG, everything created by moi. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, gothic horror, heavy topics, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. With me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lady Lyra, our half-elven magus, played by Julie. Hello, Waka.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm Bertie, our changeling warlock, played by Cookie. Hello, Waka.
Martyrside. It's not like Martyrside, but it's close.
Ooh, I was just warming up. Next of the Vestadia tipping bar, played by Adriano. Hello, how you do?
I'm doing well tonight. Thank you for asking.
Ooh. And sadly not least, we got that, our Gymnasium rogue, played by Woodgod. Hello, hello.
Boy, this is a fun vacation. I'm loving every second of it.
Sure you are. Okay, what happened last night, gang?
Well, I wrote the intro, so I wrote the things so someone else has to
Oh, yeah.
say it.
It's not gonna be long, so.
It's not too long.
All right.
Yeah!
So, our party went, and basically, found the abbot. We started last session by the abbot changing into a true form, his angelic form. They fought, and, they kinda killed Daddy. And then Nyx basically assumed command, assumed lordship, and asked all of the denizens of the little homunculi that the abbot made, asked them they can stay if they want, or they can leave if they want. They're free to go, basically. One of them decided to stay. They then searched the room and then found like a secret compartment, and they found in it a broken sword, to which Nyx discovered the secret code phrase that makes it a freaking lightsaber. It's really cool. And it's kind of sentient. It chose Illyria to wield it.
I think it would be fine with anybody as long as we murder Straw.
Well, I don't know. It didn't
That's probably
like
true.
Nyx.
It doesn't like not killing Strahd. I'll put it that way. And that's basically it. They go around the abbey, going around looking at all of the wonderful things that the abbot has made. And by wonderful, of course, I mean absolutely horrendous and horrible body horror. That's it, basically.
I put
Right?
so much effort into that, and he just like run it down in 5 seconds.
You want me to read it word for word? I can read it word for word, man.
I mean, it's pretty funny but no, it's fine. It's
As the moon appears in
No. You already ruined it. It's fine. It's more like
God.
Basilica. Like we encountered the previous version. You know.
Yeah.
Basilica
Body
1.0.
pillow.
Apparently there's 3 basilicas.
Yeah.
Or there were 3 basilicas.
Yeah.
But at the end of it was what was pretty much the most important part of having a plan of action, right?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
We just killed Daddy, and we got his lightsaber, and we discovered like what sort of monster
Didn't one
he
of you
is.
steal his clothes?
But he was just like
That
wearing
was
some.
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hamatia has them, so...
But
Oh.
yeah, Hamatia wanted them for, I don't know, shininess. But he was talking to Cloven, one of the mongrel folk, that toured Nyx around the abbey, that he was saying that there are others that have been locked away for decades, and the abbot has been like feeding them with like these conjured foods, and Nyx was like, well, living in captivity without seeing the sunlight for 20 years or more is likely to like ruin their minds, and in his opinion, without your mind there's no point in living. So he suggests, I don't know if anyone like declined the concept or the suggestion that they end the lives of all of those in captivity should they not have any sort of form of mental well-being, as per Asphoda's murdering of the people in the prison underneath the burgomaster's mansion or wherever it was. And then Cloven was like, yeah, cool, I guess, maybe, but there's also these 3 guys that are just starting the Mongol folk process, and they're still somewhat okay. So this process intrigued Nyx, and he said that okay, for a point of order is to see what this sort of process is, if they can be saved, if at all, and then to move on to the murdering, or let's say vanquishing of lost souls before leaving the abbey.
Yeah. This is why I like it, kind of how we do it on Thursdays, where like everybody talks, because it's easy to forget details. But thank you so much, Woodgod, Adrian,
for ruining your masterfully crafted summary.
Oh, and this one is so short, so no worries about it. And you haven't done that many summaries in the past, Woodgod, so
Yeah, that's true.
Don't fret. You will get into the groove. I'm very glad you spoke up, though. Good on you. Let's do this, huh? Ooh, what are we picking today? I think this one. For mood. Yeah, let's do the overview for now.
And like the skin he wants.
Nyx Hamartia and the 2-headed Cloven come down the creaking wooden stairs together to the main dining hall. Triumph from the hard-fought victory, rest from physical exertion, and marvel over your fantastic find has to wait. Nyx is quite eager to inspect the extent of his terrible father's work, and after a brief explanation, Illyria and Thad hesitantly agrees to follow along, not agreeing to anything as of yet, but willing to explore the situation. But before Nyx can open the main doors, Cloven rushes ahead with his very awkward gait to do it before him. Slightly hunched over, he frets around Nyx's every command, motion, and gaze. And let's switch over here. What? The snow crunches underneath your soles as you pass over the inner courtyard, the sound augmented by these strange cries, shouts, and laughter coming from the second building of the complex. Marcina, the mongrel tied to the pole outside, has now somewhat calmed down and attached herself to the wooden pole through her talon-like feet, her spider mandibles hissing at you ferociously as you move past. At the other end of the courtyard, Cloven hastily fishes out 3 items from within his spacious robes. The first item is a lantern that he turns on and then attaches quite securely to his hip. The second is a large iron circle from which a handful of hefty iron keys are attached. It doesn't take long for him to identify which is the right one, and he once again pushes open the door for Nyx to pass through it first. As he does so, the third item is an iron flask that he takes a big swig from, looking a bit less scared after indulging in it. You step into a very musty stone hallway. Where the smell of bodily fluids and mold is thick in the air. Your nostrils flare from the intensity of it. At the same time, all manner of sounds produced from madness increases in volume. McLovin scurries past in his bobbing way after carefully closing and locking the door behind you all. This way? It's a bit exciting, actually. I have never been in there. He takes a sharp turn to your right to a stone staircase. After trudging up it and encouraging you to follow along once more, you enter into a rather abandoned room with an L-shaped counter in the middle of it. Discarded furniture everywhere, heaps of molded cloth and broken as well as rotten wooden items. Another door stands in your way, and he fishes out his keyring once more to brandish a key that looks largely unused. He looks at it a little bit, looking scared again. On instinct, he brings out his flask again for another big swing, coloring his cheeks a little bit rosy.
Cloven,
Yes?
what's in there?
Beyond this door?
Yes, you seem a bit anxious to open it.
I've never been allowed.
So, maybe you should stay here then. Maybe it's dangerous, and we don't want you to get hurt.
Can I?
I'm sure whatever is behind there, Hematia, we will be able to keep Cloven safe and secure.
But you defeated the earlier master and Basilica. To me, you're like gods.
Go on.
No, don't go on. We're not gods. Nix.
We're not.
No, clearly not, but still. I am curious to know exactly what is going on here. I can't imagine anything being more vicious than the abbot himself after seeing what he has done to piece together a construct in the form of Illyria. So, Hamatia, you should have more faith in yourself in being able to keep people safe.
Nix, I didn't tell you?
I said, Hamati, you should have more faith in yourself to keep people safe. You are stronger than you look.
I just don't know what's going on though. Maybe there's like a trap with 1,000 arrows that will burst him and murder him on the spot, and there's nothing we can do about it, you know?
Oh,
I don't exactly think that the Daddy Dearest was expecting visitors to basically murder him. So, I mean, that if you feel the need.
You know what? For your peace of mind, sure. Why not? I'll check for traps.
Should I
On the door.
open it or should I leave it unlocked?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No reason to apologize. You're fine.
It's good, man.
Okay, my lady.
I'll just check.
Alright, to investigation cunning.
Investigation cunning.
Onegaishimasu.
I will guidance him as he does this just for the sake of it.
Does he get the pat on the shoulder?
Yes, I will as he passes by just to
there
look
it
for
is.
traps. I'll be like, I slap him on the butt.
I kind of give him a little
You got this, bro.
eyebrow raise, and it kind of distracts me. So that's a 12.
That's a 12.
That's an 11. 11.
Yeah,
11.
you don't see any mechanisms that would point towards the trap.
Looks clean.
Good job, Thad. I knew it. You had it in you.
Thanks, client.
Cloven?
After you, my lord, and I do like a super exaggerated bow.
Like Nyx totally adopts this and just like stands like even more straight and gives him like a nod, looking down his nose before like giving him a smile in jest.
Amatia will use Gus to make Nyx's flow.
Illyria just kind of face palms.
Alright, Cloven, seeing this, tries to mimic the same bow, but it looks super duper awkward, and he almost falls over, and you can see like some kind of really... one of his feet is much larger than the other, and very, very hairy. But he goes up for goes up to the door and unlocks it, and then a trap is spread. Oh, just kidding.
Decapitations ensue.
The door just opens.
Oh god, I did switch out my token if you want.
Oh, I can fix that later.
Yeah, it's okay. I just
Still in the
did
party.
it last time. I just thought I should probably let you know.
Nice.
I mean, to be fair, I support Illyria just wearing like a tuxedo every day.
True. You well, one of the other, you step into this spacious chamber containing bed frames of wrought iron arranged in 2 disheveled rows. On top of them lies 5 people, tied to the beds and covered in white bedsheets and bandages. A woman in the nearest cot reaches out a stump of a bandage and weakly asks you to help her. The rotting smell coming from her talon-like, discolored, bandaged right leg has a very foul stench coming from it. There's also 3 doors leading into side rooms.
Nyx will turn to the rest of the party and say, I don't know if any one of you has any sort of field medical experience, I suppose, but I have a feeling like it's going to get a little icky.
I don't know, I'm good with Icky, and I do know how to bandage some things. I'm not a doctor, but I can do a little bit of field medicine.
I
Okay.
mean,
I know how
think
to cauterize the wounds if need be. That's basically
I
what I
think
do.
we're more at the point of assessing whether or not these people could even survive.
Fine, so we all take one, and we try to discern, well, sanity and even
Yes.
sentience. How do we do this?
Well,
How do we judge them?
we just look.
we are in this situation not because we want to be, but because we are. And no one's going to critique your judgments. If you feel like someone is beyond the need for help, then we do what we can to put them at peace. But if you are unsure, at least call one of us over for a second opinion.
Are you all ready? It's not.
One moment. Cloven,
Yes, master?
Master. Is this the place where you were talking about 3 people about to begin the process, or is this more?
I thought there were 3, but there seems to be 2 more. I only help prepares food, but and he comes in here himself.
Then be careful to ensure that they don't lash out and that they are, if they are, chained to the bed.
I know how to handle inmates and crazy people.
And if you would be so kind to at least reveal their faces so it doesn't look like we are dealing with a bunch of sacks, that would be better.
I can pull back the blanket.
You do that, and we'll take a look.
And true to his word, Cloven moves. He might be a little bit awkward in his body because things aren't balanced as they should. With that big footfall that is furry of like 1 foot, one hand that is a crab-like claw, and indeed having a second, a younger head attached to your neck. He does look to be straining, a little bit in pain whenever he moves, but this is all he has known for a long time, and he has learned to live with it. And he carefully moves over to the first one and reaches out a very careful crab-like claw and like pushes away the, like grabs the blanket and like throws it away, and then moves to the next. Does the same thing, and slowly but surely the faces of 5 Barovians in different ages and different genders are revealed. I don't actually have pictures for them, so sorry.
It's okay, we can use our imagination.
Very good. The one closest to you, though, is a middle-aged woman with shorter brown hair. Kind of comes off in this very short spikes, but it's her hair is very damp and oily. You know, she hasn't taken a bath in a very long time.
So, who wants to take who?
How about you take this one, Amatir, and the rest of us take one each, and then whoever finishes first takes the last.
Okay then. Be careful. And please, don't kill them unless you're absolutely certain. Alright?
Absolutely. No. Next steps forward, and leaves Amatia to investigate that one.
Okay.
Marty will pull out Soul to create a light.
Oh, yeah. Cloven has his lantern to give some light. Now we have a folder for just Hamartia shit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's 2 meter
I don't have
dim
vision
light.
on my disguise Amatia shit. Oh.
It's a dim light, right?
Yeah.
You don't have vision.
It's free. No, it's I always forget. Fuck me. It's gonna be a 3 meter dim light. Yeah.
Okay. 3
Is
meters.
there on the floor? Are there any sticks or pieces of wood?
Not in this room. There are some fallen like mattresses and a bed frame that is kind of twisted beyond recognition. But if you go back into the other room, there's definitely sticks. They don't have the best longevity considering how moist they have been for so many years. But you can definitely find some sticks there.
All right, I'll go back and get some while she's doing that.
All right.
And then I'll take them, and you see Thad's eyes kind of shimmer, and he passes his hands over the sticks, and they will light up with a flame. And I'll use create bonfire to light them up, just to like torches, and kind of pass one to each person.
I think only you and Amarthya needs it.
I'll pass them out regardless.
Okay. All right, that works fine. Gives you some light. Won't last forever, but gives you some light. Okay. So, what are we actually determining here?
I think Hamartia, it's time to determine both sentience, as they are like intelligent creatures, and to measure how much the mind is fucked, basically, and try to determine if there is any hope for them ever recovering.
Okay. Okay.
Medically,
so this would
as well as mentally.
okay.
Psychologically and medically, if they are able to be saved.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do a. Let's do a medicine intelligence for the hard medical diagnosis, and then a medical cunning to try to discover their mental state.
True.
Medicine
So
cunning.
everyone's gonna do that.
Yes.
Just to save time, I guess. Each one we go over to, unless you want to do something.
Soul
I
can
mean,
do
Nick-
one.
Nix can go over here, and that you can go to this one here. So all can do int and cunning.
Yep, yep, yep. A medicine intelligence and a medicine cunning check. Oh damn.
Oh man.
+1 is intelligence.
But you have no pluses to cunning? Oh god.
No!
I have a -1 to intelligence and a +3 to cunning.
Uh,
I didn't know what
Illyria
I
is not a mental build.
Illyria.
Alright, let's start with Hamardia. Okay. So, 6. Well, that smell doesn't seem that good, but having animal parts mixing with humanoid parts, that is attached to her leg, this talon-like thing, kinda is beyond your scope of understanding, but it's definitely infected, considering the discolorization and the smell. How infected it is, like how bad it is, you're not entirely sure. Having a little conversation with her, she is she's a mother who Yoey!
I spilled rice on the floor.
I am streaming. You cannot
what
do
did
vacuum
Yoey do
cleaning
to her?
right now, please.
I spilled rice. I need to clean up the rice.
Can you take a broom?
We don't have a broom. You broke it.
Okay, very quick to it. I hate my life sometimes.
I have so many questions.
Thank you. Now, past that. She has lost her husband to illness, coming from a smaller village, kind of situated along the coast of Lake Savoie, and her daughter was kidnapped some time ago, like 2 weeks ago. And after not being able to find them, she got so desperate that she went up to the abbey to ask for help. And she accepted whatever payment she had to do to, get help. And here she is. You can, from a longer conversation from her, you can see that her sanity is slipping. She's in extreme pain, an extreme panic over that her leg is not attached to a leg, but to a talon that doesn't belong to her, and she doesn't have an arm anymore. There's also like part of her like neck area and shoulder area that the skin has been removed from, and looking like she's ready to be grafted to something else in that area. And so with extensive care, there might be a possibility for her to recover mentally, but something probably has to have to be done physically first, because her own body dysphoria is getting the better out of her.
You see, Hamata is going to ask her one more question, and she asks her if she wants to live.
Oh jeez, okay. Well, she's gonna ask you if there is a chance for her to get back to normal. Like, she wants her body parts back.
I'm afraid you will never have your body parts back, but we can probably, with extensive care, maybe find your situation manageable. But I'm afraid I cannot reverse this horrible thing that has been done to you.
She just continues to ask you to help her get better.
How do I
Demanding
Dude,
help from you.
I have
Oh boy.
That's
Oh shit. Oh.
Let's just stew on that.
Yeah,
Let's
give me
move
some
over.
time to think. Holy shit.
Let's move over. It's a pretty heavy question. All right. So next one to roll was Nyx. There in the corner.
Do I need to roll twice for two people, or?
No, you rolled a 10, right, for your medicine intelligence and 9 for medical cunning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
Do you want another set?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do both of them?
That's a question. I mean,
We can do
We
the
don't
first
have
one
to.
first. Oh, sorry.
okay.
It's an older Barovian man who looks very wily. Doesn't have that much hair on top of his head, just like around his ears, a little bit of a bushy mustache. He seems very, very angry, and as soon as he was actually gagged, and as soon as you remove the gag, he immediately starts like shouting at whoever is removing body parts from him and for them to stop. He doesn't have anything grafted to him at this moment, but he has several parts of him missing.
Easy there, old timer. I'm not here to sever any more body parts from you. Are you okay? Do you have every wit about you?
He continues to scream and is not really listening to you. He's like demanding to see the manager.
The manager's dead!
Yeah. This Airbnb sucks!
Look at
2
me,
out of
I'm the
10.
manager
Do
now.
not lose a leg again.
Shit.
Can I just with the 10 of medicine, would I be able to at least ascertain whether or not his wounds are cauterized or free flowing, or is he leaking blood? Like, if he's not had things attached to him yet, is he
There's thankfully no infection here, but he's not healing that fast because of his age. So right now he's stable, but the question is if he's gonna remain that.
Oh, tiny save limb.
Right. I will. God, I don't have many souls.
Axe is not very good at
I think this
Okay,
is several persistent injuries. So
No, I know that's to make things better or ease the pain, but I don't
regeneration
think.
spelled.
Yeah, but it's more okay. I'm curious about how the medical procedure went. Was it just look like a blade has just cut off a limb, or is it more torn? Is it precise? As in, does it look like
make me
a sharp
another
tool?
medicine intelligence. Make me another
I'm at
medicine
a
test.
disadvantage.
For this specific question.
This fucking,
17.
17.
I've seen Illyria
Damn!
cut.
no, yeah, I'm
No, the incisions here are very, very precise.
until he finishes using
So,
Okay.
someone has tried their best.
And are they bandaged or are they just like open?
Everything is bandaged.
Oh, okay then. Well, I will look at him and with a furrowed brow say, we're just dealing with the critical at the moment, so if you'll be kind to keep it down or else the gag is going back in your mouth.
It kind of screams at you. How dare you silence me?
I put the gag in.
Yeah. All right. Who was next? Yeah. Okay. So for Wood God.
Yep.
A 15 and a 7. Ew.
So how does this person look like?
So this person has actually gotten very far in their process. There's been there are 2 ram horns that has been attached to the skull. They used to have hair, but it's now just like random tufts of hair. Somebody has like quickly sheared them basically of hair. This was like a bit of a younger a man who had longer hair, but it was sheared away for these ram's horns that are now crudely attached. And there is fur all over the middle section of his body, and
every single bounty huge. That is so big.
he has a long wily tail and some kind of black furred leg. He is very quiet, wide-eyed stared, speaks in like whispers and is very intense. Like asking you over and over why he's looking like he's looking and what has happened to him.
I'll try and listen. I can't say I can return him back to normal, but I can either let you go free, in which case you'll be on your own, or I can end your suffering. And I stare him in the eye and hold his stare.
Medically he seems very stable. Like all of the stuff that has been done to him seems to be like just healing up, like in the later stages of it. Oof.
Does he have any? He doesn't have any open wounds or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever has been done to him has now starting to be accepted by the body, but he continues to stare at you very, very wide and without any hint of emotion or tears in his eyes or anything like that. Just continue this raspy whisper. He calmly asks you to die.
Take out my dagger, and while maintaining eye contact, I will slit his throat.
Okay. All right. And then lastly, Lyria. Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Excited?
You hear often?
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hit me with it.
This person is thrashing around violently. They only have one arm left. And everything seems very new. Like all of the bandages are stained with red. They have been recently removed. And they seem to have a hard time realizing what is happening to them and is like denying reality and is very, very violent, but they can't really move. Hysterical, I think, is the right term.
Illyria is going to like take a step back and then kind of like tries to see if she can maybe
This shadow song is actually pretty good.
kind of like grab a hold of their one arm. She's gonna
I'm not a
calm down. It's over now.
Like more defensive, but like for shadow shaman.
Oh, okay. Make me a deception persuasion. No, deception presence with disadvantage.
It's not all over.
That's obviously a lie.
I mean, you're not getting any more body parts removed. She's not trying to
There's still an
lie.
arm.
True, but like everything will not be okay.
She just said it's over.
True. Okay, fair. Okay, kinda treading the line. Okay, let's actually go from a left field. Let's do leadership presence to exert your authority. That
If I can catch it,
now you're in control and everything will be alright.
Woo!
No.
What?
Sorry.
But it's disadvantage. So.
Wait, it was disadvantage for the deception, right? But not for the leadership.
But they're not, as in they're in a hysterical right now. It's very
Yeah.
hard
Okay.
to reach them. So.
It's
Ah,
okay. I can't have nice things.
Yes. And they can't have any appendages, so. Yeah, no, they continue being hysterical. You-
Next to like,
did your
he's
best.
right there.
Yeah.
Can I like look to Illyria and say, Illyria, what are you waiting for? No one should deserve to live like this.
I know.
His abilities there to fucking get them lusted.
And she's
He's in that more often.
going
He's a
to
really,
like
really passive man.
she's gonna take her rapier and she's gonna try to make this as quick and as like she's just gonna try to make it as quick and clean as possible.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm confused and oddly frightened.
Oh god. Guys.
Not shackling me.
Use it for a better purpose.
Yeah, it's true. But
Or yep,
ha-
that's what I
half,
do.
half souls.
Yeah, yeah.
0.5. Alright, Martia, let's come back to you.
Okay, here goes the shackles.
Yes, Amadia, what's that?
We
Hey,
have a combo with that as well, actually.
I,
Yeah, yeah.
well,
You shoot the shit out of him.
maybe I can sing you something to calm you. And Amadia will start singing a lullaby to her
Yeah, yeah.
as she quietly pulls the dagger out of her sleeve. And once it's in position and she continues to sing, she will quickly stab her through the head, enjoying a quick death.
Did you lose it?
Through the cranium? Or through the neck? Or
Through the
temple?
cranium.
Oh. Well, okay, for the sake of... I mean, she's restrained, so not awkward.
Okay,
Yes.
in, actually.
It's a
Yeah,
squelch
I got you.
kind of sound. A shock that goes through her body like a spasm.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
two.
Be here.
And then the body kind of lulls.
Amadia will use a fluid
Pushing them really hard here.
to make a dried autumn leaf, put it in her mouth. And as she does
I
so,
can rotate top and, like,
her soul will enter the leaf and it will become green and bright. And Amadia will take that leaf and say, I will make sure to put it to good use. and she will eat the leaf with her soul.
All right. A very, very bright red soul enters into your soul, Mark. Very good.
So
I
it's
guess.
half a soul, right?
Rough top.
Yes, open 5.
Oh, I can actually imagine.
Okay, and then we have one more person
Into a double melee versus
in the corner.
with an axe.
Okay.
And a-
Since I didn't end alive, I guess I'll just go over.
I have ultimate before him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. You just gagged the person. This old timer is super duper mad.
So if we go for the shadow jump here, or if he uses things,
Here in the corner, we have somebody that is actually in the beginning of their process. They're
yeah,
only
he-
missing a hand and some like a chunk of their upper thigh. It's very the bandages they have though is full of blood. Make me intelligence and cunning medicine.
Intelligence is this one.
Yeah, some just healing is alone. Shadow jump I'm missing.
And cunning.
Okay.
This one.
Oh, he has 6. Okay, he might start acting up. He's pulling. We go punish the pool. We go punish the pool. We go for it.
Okay. So, in the bed is Lottie.
Oh, return.
What?
Yes, missing a
Is
hand
that-
and missing a chunk of her
Okay.
her thigh. You don't want to think about the kind of wounds she has,
What a fucking spear.
you know, gotten, and she is perpetually crying.
Okay.
Oh man. I will bring out my healer's kit for Lottie. Named NPCs. And do my very best to like patch up as much as possible, like even more so, like change the bandages, like try and calm her down as I like move my face close to her. She goes, Lottie. Oh, shh.
He just took tower.
His
That
friends.
tower will
His
go.
friends are here for you.
Big deal.
Are you okay? Are you in pain? God, what the hell happened to you? What happened to... God, what's the name of her brother? Husband.
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 Gilly.
Gilly, what happened to Gilly and the children? That's what that you were safe.
Oh god, gotta act this out, eh? Is that you? Nix? Nix?
Yeah,
Really?
back.
Is that really you? Oh my, Morning Lord, it is you! How's this possible?
I don't
Oh,
have-
thank the Morning Lord you
I
are
don't have-
here!
no.
There's somebody really, really
I have
evil
ult,
living in
though.
this place!
I can't ult this.
Shh,
You wanna
we've
go
taken care of them. They will hurt you no more.
Okay, we're gonna go
Here for you. We need to rescue you.
Yeah,
Have they been handed over
No
to the
chance, bro.
authorities?
They have met the ultimate
you're
authority.
lame and you ain't got no bitches.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry? What have you done that is make...
I don't want to be a burden on anyone. Oh, I don't even know what's happened to Gilly.
What happened? Shh, what happened? Tell me.
Well, Jessica and Felix disappeared. And we went out searching for them, and then I heard about this habit. I was able to fulfill wishes.
You see opportunities.
Gilly didn't really want me to go, but I had to, you know. I just had to. I am so stupid.
Why ain't you tiny tiny? Okay, because the tiny was
You came here to ask for a wish, and you paid for it with your flesh. Willingly.
He was deep.
I didn't make it sound It was very murky what he said, and I believed him. I believed him.
He's hard sport, not by any means.
He didn't really specify that he would take my hand.
Like he's pretending to be a fine
I'm sorry. I really am for your pain, misfortune, and to be lied to. And
Ticking it up.
Asfeder isn't with us right now,
Oh, the black hole.
but I'm sure she would be very upset to see that you have befallen such misfortune.
Turn this.
Can I look to see if she's like bound and chained to the bed?
Such a late.
Oh yeah, all of them are.
That's fine.
I will call over to Thad. Like, Thad.
Yeah.
I need you.
We really need to save our tiny.
I need your
I'll walk.
abilities to unfasten locks. Whilst I am okay, I think she needs a little bit more of a friendly face. Someone she
think?
knows to distract her. Lottie,
He's,
lie still.
Where's he building?
you know her.
He doesn't have anything in the script.
Yes, she and her husband were the kindest tailors in all of Valaki.
I
And
don't
took a
think-
shine to Asfeder and to my jacket.
Okay,
Illyria, you were able to hear this conversation now. Soon, like Lottie, floats through the air. Peek your ears.
Oh, no. I mean, Illyria would have like gone up and just kind of brushed over as well.
I'll gently place down my torch, and we'll try
I can
and
hold it for
pick the
you.
lock.
I'll hold it
pick
for
the
you to
lock.
give you light, to give you like a
Sure,
better
yeah.
look, hopefully to.
And
give
I'll
you
pick the
advantage.
lock.
I will not have you roll. Like eventually, you will get it up. So
Alright.
don't worry, it's not that complicated.
It'd be big.
I have one potion of healing, but I want to ascertain whether or not such a thing would actually help her.
Well, at the moment of you realizing who this was, your concentration kind of failed you. But seeing there's so many who has gathered here, through like deliberation between each other,
He's coming.
I mean, she is
Invoker's coming.
seriously damaged, considering that these things have been done very
I have a ring
recently
for
to
this.
her. Like her system is in shock, she has lost blood, there is a risk of infection. But for now she is stable. But question is for the future.
I managed to fucking kill this shit.
If she has any open wounds, you can. The best way to seal them is and I kind of lift the torch.
I know that she's already in so much pain.
She'll probably pass out.
You do anything.
I can, but
I can put her to sleep. Maybe that will.
Like,
I'm so low on soul, Celeria.
you can. I mean, not that I have many, but
We want to take the guy that I point over to the guy that's laying there with a pool of blood next to him. You guys would probably make better use of it than I did.
At that point, Lottie sees that 3 of her fellow bedmates are dead. What? No. What have you? Are you? Wait, are you gonna do that to me too? Is there's no?
No. Calm down.
Why have you? They didn't deserve to die. What are you doing?
Lottie, look at me. And I will look at her with like trying to give the most like reassuring look on my face. And say, you know us. We are not evil.
Very brave.
We're not here to cause people harm. We're here to liberate. And some people are just... They've encountered and been afflicted by too many things that
I have Arena here.
it was a kindness
Willing to fight.
to end their suffering.
It's
not
just
here to
what
do
we
the same
wanna
to you.
tell ourselves.
Was there really nothing else we
Get
could have
the
done?
Enigma out.
You could have done.
Sincerely asked for death.
You did miracles in Wallaki.
Even miracles have their limit.
That she looks down, very very sad, winces
My
a
answer
little
is
bit
always smoke.
in pain.
Uh,
Are you able to stand, Lottie?
I don't know. I haven't been able to stand in 3 days.
always sunny and fit.
Can help you.
I don't want to leave you in this infirmary of nightmares.
You're not.
I really would want to leave.
I locked them off away from
I'm a bit dizzy.
You're safe now. I promise. We can take you downstairs where there's a warm fire.
Well, okay.
Oh, we get them. We get them now. Big
You don't have to
turnaround.
worry about anything anymore right now. Just
I'm so sorry. Still, I didn't mean to.
I was next to him.
it's not your
I'm
fault.
keeping it up.
You had their best interests at heart.
You guys pay
As did a lot of them, including your bedmates.
I have been
This one sleeping next to you seems a little bit over-tempered, but
I need that fucking salve.
I can see why. But I'll try and calm him down too.
I don't understand who would do such a thing. How
Not who.
I'm very
What?
far away.
can there be
monster.
so much evil?
Yeah, I said. I said
Unfathomable.
you guys push mid. I needed.
It doesn't matter now,
back
Lottie.
'cause I'm so low.
What matters is thinking about Gilly. And that you will see him again.
Oh, I hope nothing has happened to him. Oh no, what if he went out searching for me? A bit so foolish.
Okay, now I'm back.
You wanted to save somebody you care about. That thing took advantage of that.
I got this. No,
I would never be able to sew again.
I blink.
Don't say that. Sometimes you don't realize what you have inside of you until you try. But don't dwell on that right now. Dwell on healing, recovering. And if it wasn't such a strain right now, I would do my very best to ensure that you recover as quickly as possible, but let's at least get you warm.
Alright, she accepts any help. Remains in that state of softly crying. And I guess you carefully take her to the dining hall where there was a fireplace.
You had him in his,
Sits her down in one of the chairs.
Yeah. I'll leave that
Oh.
with Mr. Angry Man.
Ah! Okay.
While that's happening, I'll go over to Mr. Angerman.
I'll stay with that.
Okay.
I'll try to just talk to him. Does he respond? Does he?
If you remove the gag, soon as you do, there's gonna be a tirade of "How dare you put a muffle on me!"
I'll just slap him across the face.
Hey.
How dare you touch me!
I'll put up my finger to Hermatia.
I very
What?
much want.
Come on.
Listen, mate.
Can we smoke?
Listen, mate.
That's not your mate.
Because
Listen, mate.
he's our main threat.
Yeah.
You're really fucked.
I'm TPing.
You are in a dungeon. It's not a good place. You have two options.
I'm not
Either you
fucking
scream-
daft, I realize that.
Either you
get
keep
the-
screaming at me, the only person that can help you right now.
Now listen, son, you better untie me before I get really, really mad.
Oh, what would you do, Matt?
Gotta tell
Tied
your
up.
parents.
Oh. That's... That actually gets a chuckle out of that. So... What's your name, mate?
God, why would you ask such horrible questions?
That's trivial
Number one
questions.
thing you don't ask
dare
for
you.
What's
GM.
your favorite color?
Darson.
If you were an animal, what animal were you?
I'm trying to just say.
Darcy. Alright. Listen. Do you want me to untie you and you walk out the door? Does he have any body modifications or...
No.
He has like
Yeah, he has
an
only
arm
been...
and a leg missing.
Yeah, an arm and a leg missing.
Oh.
Oh, you killed him with dust? That is
A little bit further along than Lottie was, but not too far.
Do you have anywhere to go?
He looks at you and he says, "Are you fucking daft? Do you think I can walk? I can't walk. Look, the madman
Yep.
did this to me."
Does he have any legs?
We
No
need to
legs?
get back. We have no towers.
He has one leg.
One
We
leg.
push our lanes. We can't fight until we have that.
I can give you...
Get back.
I can give you some help to walk. So maybe like a staff or something.
Wouldn't that be typical, huh? Grumpy old Darson with a grumpy little stick.
Better
Now,
than
I want
nothing
you
at
to
all.
fetch who's ever in control of this whole establishment of
He's dead.
wishes. You know you're a mouth breather, son. I needed to give that person a piece of my mind before they died. How dare you rob me of my,
my
indignant
God.
anger?
I stand up and I unsheath the same bloody dagger. that I
Okay,
used
so
to
this
kill
is your
the other
response,
person.
huh, Sonny? As soon as somebody challenges you with words, you're gonna bring out the bloody dagger? Is this how we do it? This is why this new generation of Barovians are failing. They don't have the same backbone. You know, back in my day...
I was literally typing that.
I mean, okay, what sort of experience are you currently channeling, Bexxy?
I'm this close to stabbing him.
Yeah.
Bad, let's not get any violent ideas.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not even sure you can handle that knife properly, son.
Did you pop my boots?
Why are you trying to antagonize him? He's
No,
trying to help you.
Pop them.
You don't know anything about respect, little girl, do you?
I know you. We want
You
to
should
help
respect
you.
your elders. This is the way to do it, huh? I
mean,
didn't get to do a formal complaint.
Do you want me to write down a
The
complaint?
Juggernaut. He's
But that would actually be pretty helpful.
Alright then, what it pulls out. What would you like to complain about, Mr.
Okay, so you... you and Darson do a very strongly worded letter together.
Is that what calms him down?
Dude, we fucking dominated our
No! Wood got
I think
diseased.
yeah, we lost Wood God.
Oh
No.
no!
Yes,
Yes!
I'm alive.
So,
Alright.
so Harmordia starts writing down a very strongly worded letter.
And she
that-
starts to like suck it up to him. He's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah. And he's
like,
kind of getting
stealthy.
into it. That he is getting like finally.
Unacceptable behavior in this establishment.
Yeah, exactly. And by the end of it, he has his wind knocked out of it a little bit, and he starts to bleed a little bit more.
Oh,
Starts to breathe a little bit heavily, and therefore you tire him out to the point his volume goes down.
Oh no, you took away the adrenaline that was
make
keeping
sure
his body
all of your
alive.
complaints are addressed by the Lord of the Castle.
Kept him alive.
His rage was his, like, anesthetic.
He's actually a barbarian.
That's very
Oh,
good.
no.
Finally. And I want you to hand it to whoever is in charge.
Of course.
Yes, good.
Now, do you want help getting out or not?
I need a fine. I need compensation for this. How can I work my field? I came here for help with the farming. And now I had to tell those whippersnappers to step it up next season. And then he just falls unconscious.
Is it bleeding actively or no?
Yeah, he's bleeding actively.
Okay, wait.
Oh. I'll,
Adrian coined that immediately, yeah. He was kept awake and alive by his rage. He's rapidly bleeding out.
I'll cauterize the wound.
You cauterized the wound.
Yep.
Cauterize it with fire? Oh my god.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, he comes awake with screams of pain and agony and says, I need another strongly worded letter.
Wait a moment, please. Okay, I understand your dissatisfaction with our service, but maybe we should patch you up beforehand?
And immediately after that is finished cauterizing the wounds, he, in a cold sweat, he falls unconscious again.
Our mother is going to use, medicine kit that she has in order to patch him up.
Oh yeah, they're rushing.
You can?
Yeah, I mean, you can re-bandage him if you want to.
Yeah.
That would help to, when it comes to infections, lower the risk of it. It would be a use of your healer's kit. He is in rather dire state, considering his age. But the cauterizing the wound stops the bleeding, but he still lost a lot of blood. There's a lot of adrenaline too. That was a shock to his heart, to say the least.
I'll unlock the chains.
Worst case, somebody can just get Illyria.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a handful and an earful. I can't wait to read this letter to Nixwell, the Lord of the Castle.
Now had a sort of form of complaint.
Oh no! Negative feedback on the first day.
Yeah, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah, I inherited it.
Wait,
I'm
my
curious
servant
about
boy.
something.
I think Cloven actually went with Nyx.
Oh,
Yeah.
then he's not here.
Yeah,
That's fair. That makes more sense. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's just standing in the corner.
He doesn't care about you.
Why did you threaten him with a dagger exactly?
He was pissing me off.
And how did that fix it? I'm all for skullduggery and lying and, nicely, morbidly worded threat, but that's a bit blunt, I guess.
Listen,
My taste.
I'm not-
anyway.
I'm not much with with persuasion.
Oh,
And if the person that I'm rescuing doesn't want to be rescued, and the other option is death, gotta make that pretty clear.
I mean, that makes sense when you put it like that, but I just think there's a more subtle way to do it, and I don't think you immediately have to pull them up. You can try, and people like to be talked about. They like But you listen to them, but you ask them questions to satisfy their egos. And once they do that, they're a bit more vulnerable to your influence. You know what I mean?
In theory, I do know what you mean. In practice, less so.
Well, maybe next time we get this sort of situation, I can, show you the ropes a little bit in the ways of subtlety and not waving knives around like a crazy
Sure.
monkey.
Can you take care of this
Yes,
darling
yes.
fellow?
Yes, can you give this to Nix? And I hand you over the letter. Tell him it's really important that he reads every word.
Sure. But beforehand, I have to do something. And
Sure.
I'll go to each body and I'll pick them up and carry them outside. And
All
put
right.
them in a pile, surround them with some pieces of wood,
Uh-huh.
and I'll draw on the ground the symbol of the protectorate with the stick, and then my eyes will brightly flash red, and the bodies will light up.
Bonfire.
Yep.
Literally bonfire.
You now see
This
soul
will keep
mastery
you warm.
casting.
Yep. Create bonfire.
You alright? Yeah. They go up in flames in the middle of the courtyard, despite the the blizzard raging on, because of the nature of your fiery magic. Okay. In the meantime, during the journey of helping Lottie out of the bed and getting her down the stairs and across the courtyard, somewhere along that way she passed out from pain and frankly having all the blood in her body pooled to her toes.
Sure. Kind of not how bodies work, but I get you. I will pick her up if I can. Carry her in my arms.
It had to do more with the pain and anything else, but and Cloven once again rushes ahead, unlocks the door, goes across the courtyard and says offers his own bed for her to use.
This is very kind of you, Cloven. She's a friend. Friend to me and Illyria here.
Friend of the master, then friend of me.
I like you, Cloven.
Oh, I like you too, master.
We want to ensure that Lottie here, this is Lottie, is taken care of.
Lottie Cloven, Nix. Illyria.
If
Yes.
there's any water, clean water, scraps of food. We have some rations, but
There's a lot of water around with the snow. Just gotta heat it up.
we have someone to at least help us with that. But yeah, if you grab some fresh snow and bring it in the bucket, we will.
Yes, master. I think goes running through the doors.
Jesus.
We're not running, like hobbling more.
Like hopping around, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. They can't really run.
Well, this was a 10. I didn't expect Lottie to be here, but just as well. If we found her here before speaking to the abbot, rest assured he will also have been brutally slain.
I wish bring him back just so I can kill him again.
You know, I mean, that sounds as bloodthirsty as what he deserves, but one release is enough.
I don't give a fuck about the people that isn't class with. What the fuck?
He got what he deserved. I do not feel any remorse for him, for I'm sure he would feel none for us.
No, your fucking grandma's more interesting because they were fucking
Hey.
kids and teenagers. Who gives a shit about what teenagers and kids' opinions
He
are?
thought of you as an abomination and of me as a tool to be used to pacify Strahd.
He had such a distorted view on a solution. Like, why would Strahd ever be interested in not the real thing? You are more than just body parts, Aliria.
I mean, this. Although I guess Strahd wished that, well, certain parts of the story would be forgotten.
The story?
We need to have a long talk, I think.
I'm sure that is true. It has been a little bit of a whirlwind, what with Dad joining us and, you know, being the hot new topic, so to speak.
But I think I know now why he reacted the way he did.
Who reacted?
Strahd.
In what way? When?
Remember when he told me to leave, to come here?
Right.
But let's take care of Lottie first.
Luckily, she's passed out, so at least that she can get some rest. And Cloven will do his best, I'm sure, to make sure she is
Well,
taken care of a little bit. I mean, without souls, I can't really help her.
told you I can offer you one.
But what will you have remaining?
You know I'm not one for spells.
Still, you need something to at least hurl your firebolts.
If it comes down to it and you need a soul to save her, I'm sure I can find one somewhere.
For Lottie? I'll give it back as long as I don't lose it. I only have 2 remaining that are higher potency, and I need them to ensure that the rest of us keep going.
Then you can borrow mine.
Martha opens the dining hall doors.
I should get good pay.
And, you know, to remind you again, like, Father Deer is still lying on the the floor there in the middle with his mercury blood.
Matia, empty. Did I interrupt anything?
No,
No.
we need to exchange a soul.
Maybe so. Then Joanne, if you wish.
Do you have a lot?
Yeah, I have like. What do you need?
I just need one potency one.
Potency one. Yeah, I can give you one. I have to. So. I have right now 2 half firemen, one from the spider and one from, well, you know. I can give you.
I'll give it back. I mean, it's just.
I understand you need it.
Thank you both. Illyria, if you only have one remaining, I think I'll take Matthias if it's all the same. But I appreciate your sacrifice.
It's alright. It's probably better.
Right.
Okay, Matthias?
Yes, I've never done this before, so I need to be open with you. Right.
Right, you saw by the campfire with God, what's his name?
Casimir.
Yes.
Casimir, the great poet.
Yes. You just have to be accepting. Just
Okay, then.
channel through your soul mark as if you're casting a spell, but just release the soul and hand it to me, and I will
see.
take it.
So I can't really use the hat, so Mark takes off the hat or the virtual form.
Oh, you give back the hat? Oh, because you're not needing it anymore?
Yes, they should probably have it, even though it's nice to transform without having to bend every bone in your body and all of that, but you know. It's your hat. Okay, being open, let's do this. How do you...
Okay, we do the thing. For 10 minutes, we do the thing.
Okay, so you do the ritual, go through the steps. Cloven comes back, with this pot that he puts on the fire, watches you a little curiously. He brings Lottie's unconscious body upstairs so she can lie down on wood instead of stone that's down here, and he kind of positions her by the chimney, by the far wall that kind of brings up this hot air through the structure to right here, actually.
Right where?
Emma, we are still in the...
No, I have
Oh,
failed.
fuck it.
I have failed.
I have failed you as a GM. Oh.
I have.
Okay.
I've been just watching this the whole time. Right here, just under the roof.
Okay, where the smoke is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, nice.
And it's making sure that she's warm, like put something soft underneath her, like feeding her water, really treating her as a friend. So Master is happy.
I take the soul.
Once you all are all downstairs around like the dining table, doing this ritual. After the 15-ish minutes, Thad returns as well from watching the pyre for some time, and you kind of convene with a heavy sigh as you sit down along the table and wonder what you're about to talk about next or do. And with that, we're gonna go for a short break. Woohoo!
Oh god, I really need to thank fuck.
What the fuck? It's always like, oh, it's this guy. The two older players. Whoa!
Yeah, we need to. That's why Illyria's like, okay, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a chat.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That was a bit
I'm
loud.
sorry.
It's okay. I need to bring you down a little bit. Okay, let's refill our glasses, empty our bladders, and pet some pets.
I just
come back happy and
threw my
prepared.
Dracula DVD across the room.
Oh jeez. I'll be right back, chat. 1 second.
You're back.
I be back.
You having trouble with God?
Me? What? No. What are you talking about? My internet is fucking phenomenal.
It's on point.
For sure.
We're just on a break.
I'm back.
You survived.
Guess what I have?
Haribo.
Chocolate milk.
Since, Haribo comes from where you are. What kind of chocolate, though?
Just like regular chocolate milk.
Milk chocolate. Chocolate milk is like a drink.
Yeah, it is a drink.
Oh, you have chocolate milk.
Yeah.
You just said chocolate.
I think
No, I said chocolate milk.
I only heard chocolate, so.
Oh shit, no, I said chocolate milk.
the infamous chocolate milk is back, eh?
Of course. What would this be without me having chocolate milk?
And me
banana
wine.
milk? And you wine in a mug?
Yeah. In a mug. That's where I come to.
Is this how you wooed Shannon?
That's a classy lady right there.
It's effective.
At least it's not out of a mason jar.
Class is overrated.
Oh.
The Horus Heresy is doing her?
Ew. Okay. I thought it was important to have some laughter there in the middle of that body horror. Oof. Hard.
You played your cards right, didn't you?
Bexxy, I love you, and I knew what I signed up for, but...
Oh no. Ooh. The
But my sanity.
I mean, I don't have sanity to begin with.
Yeah, fuck that.
My emotions.
Ah!
Do you also notice one thing, right?
I don't like feeling things.
You know why?
What do you mean emotions?
I bury them deep for a reason. Stop bringing them up. Put down the shovel, Bexxy.
Well, call me the gravedigger.
Oh, to my heart.
Why did you say it like that?
It's right on point, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
put the bike right there.
I'm a murder hobo. I like to hobo murders.
Okay, so for brevity's sake,
Good.
with the first level of Solaru, Nyx will go to Lottie and look at her and like.
Oh, it's done. It's done.
What?
Yeah.
Unless
Thad,
you want the narrative.
Woodgod, have you returned?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm alive.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
disconnected again. Yeah.
Look at your
It's just
internet.
making sure. And you finished with your break? You have yourself some water?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Okay.
What happened
Carry on, Nyx.
Well, you said that Tad came back, but it was that he's gonna go to Lottie. He's gonna feel her forehead, and like if she's slightly feverish, she will like take one of the rags or whatever and like put it in the water and like put it on her head. And as he puts the rag on her head, cast healing word through it and whisper in her ear, "You'll be all right. I promise." And at the same time, cast guidance.
Yeah. Okay. But she definitely seems to breathe a little bit easier in her unconscious state. So that's
I kept it. Yes.
nice.
You just lost it on the first roll.
I know. So I'm happy that be the case.
Yeah. But yes, yeah, you can see that she breathes a little bit easier, and the wounds close up a little bit. So definitely helped.
I'll let her sleep, and give if Cleven's there like a look, a soft smile, and then a concerned look over his brow. Returns and says, "No, that's taken care of, Clevin." And I thought that would be the easy part. But we need to take care of the other issue.
There's more. Yes. More Mongrelfolk.
Let's just double check everyone's okay to keep on going. That was pretty heavy.
I'm at your beck and call.
Let's return to the rest of them, and
Okay.
we return.
You go downstairs. Can I join up in the dining hall once more?
Thanks to you, Hamati, Lottie is sleeping a little easier.
Good. I would like to speak with you later, one.
Okay, but
If
there'll be time enough to chat in the evening. We have
I
yet
just
another hard task in front of us.
think we really need to have a talk before we get caught up in anything else.
Right.
Who was she?
She wasn't anyone really. It's just
I-
she was one of the few people that gave us a friendly look and didn't treat us treat me at least, like I was utter filth just for being part of the Vestani.
She made Asphoda her first dress.
Oh. I can hardly imagine that's for any dress. That's 100%.
She looked beautiful, okay?
Oh, really?
Yes. Lottie made it so.
See?
And Asphodor also rescued her and her husband along with a couple of children.
When that thing in Velaki was about to happen.
What thing?
Well, the regime change, shall we say?
So, excuse me for my bluntness, but I'm afraid that both me and Fad are quite ineffective whilst being in the dark about this talk about Strada. We're going to kill Strada, we're going to kiss him. I have
What?
no idea what's going on.
What's the end game here?
Exactly.
Why exactly do you think we want to kiss Strad? I mean,
maybe
I'm
it's a
just
kiss of
talking about
death.
myself here, but
He's a pretty handsome fellow.
Don't say that.
doesn't really do it for me, got to be honest.
Matter of taste.
Strad,
He killed a friend right in front of us.
Is that the reason you want to kill him?
no. I want to kill him to end the curse, to allow Illyria to go home.
And I want to help everyone in Barovia to be free.
Okay,
I
you
think I owe it to Arena, to Nyx, to you. And to Tiana, I guess.
You kill Strad. Son comes back to Barovia, allegedly. That's the what now? The other question is, how do you plan to do that? Because I'm afraid that just going fisticuffs with a vampire lord might not very well end for us, as we expect.
Before losing my mother figure, we had a prophecy told. And Madame Eva was particularly accurate at these, especially when it came to sacrificing her own life to ensure that we heard it. She broke a promise, and that ended her life as, well, what you saw that night, Hamatia, came out of her. So, with this, she gave us some Taraka cards. They,
You show that?
sure, Illyria has them, I think.
I do. And Illyria gets out the cards. And actually, one of those prophecies did come true already.
It was that prophecy that told us where to find that blade of sunlight.
So you knew to come here.
Yes. And we
Oh.
know where to go to find other such relics that will aid us in ending his life. Because that is what we aim to do.
I see. And I have another question, especially for you, Nix. When do you plan on killing Morgantha? Because once you do, you declare open war on start.
I feel that we're getting stronger with the difficulties that we face. I feel, well, one, we need the resources. I need the resources to be able to have the strength to end Morgantha. And we're getting closer, but we need to claim souls. It's just the nature of how this whole magic works. Without it, there's no way I can keep you awake long enough to end her life.
So we need to get more souls, to get more power, to kill more people, and to
And we
get
can
more
do
items.
that by looking for the other relics that Madame Eva has predicted to help us. And the abbot, my father, wasn't completely inept. He did give us some clues in terms of where to find these things.
What's your next target? What's our next target?
We do know of one in a swamp, and we only know of one swamp.
Funny you should say that, because I have something with a swamp as well.
And we have what we presume to be the temple as a lead.
Hmm.
Temple where?
Beyond Kresk, to the north, I believe.
That's called.
Well, at least we know of something at the end of a long, winding road deep in the mountains.
And we do have that task for Argenvost.
Yeah, we should probably try to contact us for that pretty soon too, if it's possible.
I don't have the ability to contact her. Not yet.
Well, I have two things that might help us, two possible objectives, if you do not mind. First
Such as?
one is connected to Strahd and my newfound powers, actually. So I got my memory back from that night that he bit me and confronted me. And I remember that once he realized I possessed the powers from the Standing Stone, he was absolutely furious. You should have seen the look on his face.
Why was he furious?
I have no clue. But he didn't like that power being in my control. And if I know him, or if I understand what he is, he should have probably killed me right there and then, considering that he saw me as some sort of threat, maybe. But he didn't, which means maybe he can't kill me because of said powers. I think he's something popped there that he didn't expect to pop. And I think that's a possible lead worth pursuing. If we get to more Standing Stones, maybe I can understand it a little bit better.
I don't suppose you know exactly the location of the ruins of Perez.
No.
But we know it's southwest from Argenbosholt, along the river.
That's lead number one. Lead number two is actually Morgantha based. So I had a little talk with, I don't want to say my aunt, but Baba Lizaga, the hag of hags, the grandest hag of them all. And we have a common interest with her, should we believe her words. Do you remember why other hags wanted to kill me once I entered their territory?
Because it was a pride thing?
Because I was
Like each
Morgantha's
other
property.
too much, right?
Right, they want to screw each other over. They want to go for the throat, but they can't, so they play these little proxy wars, these little games. And both me and Baba Lizaga want the same thing, which is to screw with Morgantha. And she says that she knows a way to do so, but we need to come to her abode in the swamps in order to finalize the deal. Should
A
we trust
deal
her?
with a hag? Now, I spent enough time with Kelvin to know deals with hags aren't exactly the most straightforward thing.
That may
It's suicide.
Still, I mean, do you know what she wants to screw? Why she wants to screw over Magenta?
No, she
your mother?
just seemed to hate her guts, and if I have to go by hunch, I think they have vastly different personalities. I mean, you spoke with Isaga, right? In the ball. She
Briefly.
seemed almost resigned to her fate, right? She didn't have ambition, she didn't... She was just there, living.
She seemed very interested and strong.
Right, but in contrast, Mother Dearest is always plotting, always trying to advance her position. She's more active. She's more ambitious.
Where exactly is this swamp? That you have, where you got this power? It was at the
No, it
the
was
windmill?
on the Standing Stones near the Meulen. Yes, that case.
Ones that we found?
If you were near the windmill and you saw Standing Stones, bit creepy, then yes.
Didn't you take, like...
A rubbing? Yes. I did.
Yes.
We've been over this, I think. I think Amatia touched these stones and then something happened to her, so I'm very glad that we didn't touch them.
Well, you would have gotten full wind powers. Now we don't have them, and I do.
That's probably for the best.
Maybe.
But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves here. I mean, I'm more than happy to sit down and talk about exactly what's going on, who these people are, what we want to do, what's our next objective, but we have to...
I think there might be some important information that I have to share, though.
For right now?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like we're all sharing.
I suppose it can wait. I guess my only urgency thing here is to end the lives of some suffering souls, but
I know. I'm just.
if your news is more important, Illyria, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't think it would explain a lot of the things that I've been going on about.
Then say so.
You see, Strahd had a brother.
What?
I don't recall that particular piece of information.
Strahd had a brother, and it wasn't Strahd that Tatiana was supposed to marry that day.
I beg your pardon?
She was marrying Sergei.
And
Strahd killed him.
So Strahd is like an evil twin of Sergei? Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that I don't know, it's something that he didn't want me to know for obvious reasons, and I can also tell you why exactly Tatiana's soul, I guess, ended up outside of the mists.
how?
I think so, anyways.
How can the soul escape into another? Well, beyond the mist, it seemed to be so
She was quicker than the mist.
quicker. As in movement.
She jumped out the window.
So,
And the mists followed after her. I'm sorry, I'm not exactly.
She presumably died before the mists completely cut off Barovia.
And what happened then? How did her soul get out of her body?
I mean, presumably her body is dust. That's as far as I saw. The last thing I heard was cry of a baby. Me, maybe, or her soul has been around all this time.
GM, is it known how long ago Strahd lost his wife? I mean, I lived in Barovia, so. And. Well, also the fact that I'm freaking Vistani, which is like the talks around the fire and such. I
frankly, you run a horrible establishment. This is like... If I could, I would give you a 0-star Yelp review. Oh. The letter goes up in flames.
And make the world better, I guess. Hoo-hoo.
Cloven? Would you be so kind?
Bexxy? Oh.
Did we lose
He's muted.
Bexxy?
Actually,
Hi,
muted.
here I am. Sorry, I
Welcome.
accidentally muted you to the stream, and I'm just raging on myself a little bit. What did you say?
Whoops.
We're going to kill the poor unfortunate
Yeah.
soul.
Oh yeah, indeed. You more unfortunate soul. Okay. Do you take the keys from Cloven, or do you go?
Yeah, I think I want Cloven to stay with Lottie, and he doesn't need to see what we're about to do.
Fair.
You'll upset the baby.
Yeah. Yeah, the baby. All right, let's move back to the courtyard. Before actually you leave Cloven and he has handed over the keys, he says, but one thing, Master.
Yes?
Do not forget my brother in the well.
Your brother is...
He likes it in there.
Is your brother of sound mind at all? Or is he lost?
Well, you can experience it for yourself. It's not pleasant.
Have you said your goodbyes?
It's not really my place, is it, to decide. I've been taking care of them for more than a decade now, but
Do you want them to live like this? Do you want your brother to live like this?
no. But maybe there's hope they will get better. The abbot said that as soon as they... But I was free to leave whenever I wanted to, and if anybody else grew to my kind of state, then they were free to leave too.
Cutting off your limbs and then replacing them with monsters' limbs and then saying, oh, you're free to go is not really genuine, I guess. It's kind of disingenuous, if you ask me.
I don't know. I don't wanna talk ill of.
You can talk ill of him, he's dead.
Yeah.
He doesn't hear it.
Every bad thing he did to you, you can let your heart out. You can pour your emotions, all of the pain that he caused you.
His baby on his shoulder starts crying. And he like clamps down once again on their mouth, looks at you scared, walks over to the body, does a very, very quick and tentative kick to it, and then rushes away in fear, that looks at all of you for like confirmation and encouragement.
Amatia gives a big smile and a thumbs up.
Illyria kind of like holds out like her rapier and is like, "Do you want it?"
That is fine. I kicked them hard.
Take out a dagger, and I flip it around, and I give him the, and I offer him
think
the...
I need to go and take care of Lottie, the friend. He kind of rushes up the stairs away from the situation.
Why are all of those weirdos offering me weapons?
Speaking of Daddy, what do you want to do with him next?
I kind of want to take a sample of, well, his blood.
Oh, it's all over the floor.
Or a paternity test?
No, not for a paternity test.
You are not the father!
I just imagine like a fucking talk show now.
As evidence that he's dead, it seems a little bit macabre to like take his ear or his finger or his nose or anything, and I think mercury silvery blood is sufficient. And we have like an empty vial of like a healing potion vial, so to fill that up at least a little bit, so it's obvious that, you know, should anyone ask, there's that.
You want to bury him or
No,
fire?
I don't think he deserves to have any time wasted on him. So if you
Should we
feel
at
the need
least-
to
I don't know, kick
immolate
off
him,
the mountain or something.
why not, Illyria? We can get Cloven to do that.
I mean, you can also like set him on fire. Just we should probably remove him from here, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's not very sanitary to have a dead body in your dining
Well,
room.
I saw that you made a pyre outside, so why not just throw him on top of that?
Maybe we can eat him and gain his power. I never had an angel
Sure.
before. Does
Okay,
that
this
count
is
as
getting a bit.
Not really down with that. I'd rather he just be gone.
Okay, but if we can have his power... Nah!
Feel free to try to take a bite.
I think I'll stick with... I'll stick with... not angels.
You don't want the head to show that he's dead. Just
Oh,
blood
well.
is enough.
We can take a finger, maybe. Tiny, teensy little finger. I'll go ahead and take a finger.
I think
I'm with you next.
you sh-
Only if it's fine with you, Nix. You decide. Finger or no fingy.
I think the blood is sufficient.
Okay, fine. No finger.
Pick him up, like sling him over the shoulder, carrying him outside, and kind of gesture Nyx to follow me.
Sure, I follow.
Do you want to do the honors?
He means very little to me. He was never
Right, can I
around.
just toss him on the pyre?
Last next is super weak.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what to expect here. I don't know how many we're going to encounter, and there is still that one chained up in the courtyard there that
think
seems
we
to have like
should
a
just-
bat wing.
I think we should just put it
Oh,
out
with
for
that.
misery. Maybe for the best.
I'm more than happy to identify and peacefully end.
Wait, where are we? Are we outside of the? We're in the courtyard, right? Because that's where we built the
That's
pyre.
where the
We're in
pyre
the,
is.
we're in the
Yeah, that's
giant
the
pyre.
pyre.
Where the,
Right. So, spit the fire and all of you there. Marcina, with the bat wings and the spider mandibles, is flitting around the pole again, like fighting to get free from her binds.
Yeah, Nyx will walk over and like gauge the distance where that chain sort of allows them to get to and stand outside of that range and call over to them and say, "Do you understand the words that I'm saying? And can you respond to them?"
At this distance and like talking to her directly, you can actually hear it's very muffled because she has a hard time talking through the spider's mandibles, but it's kind of like a get away, get away, get away, get away, ah, get away, don't hurt me, ah, get away, get away, get away, ah, get away, be gone.
Look, I'm looking for anything to define whether or not you can be saved. If you can understand me, I beg of you, respond to me. Otherwise, I look to end your suffering.
Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, set me free, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, get away, don't hurt me.
Can I gauge like whether or not it's like pure panic or is it more just like insanity?
Make me medicine cunning.
I need my token to roll my macro. Medicine.
Who are you?
Cunning.
Is it okay? Should I bring it up?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 11.
Seems to be a bit of both, but it's a bit hard to tell. Like where one starts and the other one stops.
At the very least, is she looking at me when she says this, or is it her like eyes going nuts and crazy? Is it to herself? I'm trying to gauge if it's like
looking at you and the other party members and to the sky and everything. Like she's in sheer panic. Her bat wings flapping wildly. She is trying to get as far away from you as possible and away from the pole.
How is she bound?
It's around her neck, like a leash that is attached to like an iron change that is at the bottom of the pole chain and around the pole.
I don't have any way to break the chains.
You do have iron keys though.
True. I look see if there's like a key on there that could fit.
Well, yeah, the back of her neck, there's indeed like a keyhole, and there's a bit of a smaller iron key that could possibly fit.
I call out holding the keys in my hand, and I will say, if you are truly of sound mind and you really truly wish to escape, I will set you free, but you need to come here. I mean you no harm. I'm not carrying any weapons. I have no means to harm you. You just have to trust me. And I will stand there with a very confident and, well, I'm trying to convey trustworthiness in a posture, in a way I stand.
Okay. She continues the mantra of like, don't hurt me, get away, set me free, and doesn't really respond to your words.
Nix puts the keys in his pocket and the little satchel.
Mm-hmm.
And with a sorrowful tear, he will continuously cast Sacred Flame on her.
Oh my god.
How about you get some of the people who are good at stabbing shit to do it?
Hamatia saying this will also cast Wind Blast on her.
Don't slit her throat. Just burn her alive slowly. That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Hey man, I
preferred.
probably do more damage in my Sacred Flame than you do in your dagger.
Yikes.
Well, okay,
I
wait,
mean, we
so
can
Sacred
calculate.
Flame steals 1d8 damage, right? If they fail a dexterity save?
2d8.
2d8. Okay.
Yeah.
So an average 8.
Also a
And
Wind
then
Blast.
Mardia helping.
2 Wind Blasts.
Still takes about 20 seconds to kill her.
Oh god.
Ah,
Jeez.
I mean,
Jesus!
I could honestly stab her and probably kill her outright, but sure.
It's more about the fact that she's flitting all over the place, you know.
Yep, and while she's burning alive.
Well, her
Well,
soul
it's not burn, it's more
technically,
radiant.
yeah, it's like
And you can
burning
also
from the
grab
inside out,
something.
if that makes sense. Well,
Oh,
still,
that's somehow not better.
the screams of a her screeches over the courtyard, and then eventually she like falls to the ground, her wings flapping a few times, and then eventually they stop flapping altogether.
And I will absorb the soul. Walk over and look up to the sky, to Boreas, and knowing to himself that he ended her life because it was for the best, and showing superiority, I guess, extracts the soul.
Oh, but just okay. Sure. This time. All right. Half of a soul. Open 5.
Nothing.
Yes. And then you got
I mean-
the well that Cloma reminded you of.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal, guys, but we have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Illyria's help.
I'll go over to the well.
Nix.
Okay.
Nix.
Hmm.
You don't have to do everything by yourself.
I know. I
Let
just,
us help you.
of course, and you did. But
You know, if maybe sometimes, if sometimes, you know, you can just use a dagger and not burn them from the inside out. I mean,
I was just merely kind of a little scared. I mean, did you see her mandibles clicking? It freaked me out.
I could have put her to sleep maybe next time. Just, you know, maybe before you start shooting flames, you know, try to communicate your feelings with us.
Look, we know that my father committed massive atrocities here. And in the brief moments that they endure pain, their relief is finally available to them.
I know.
That is what we're here to do. I
Aye.
don't revel in the fact that we're doing this, but we have a long road ahead of us, and if it means that at the same time we are offering peaceful rest to those that are tormented, and at the same time using their souls for our own journey, then this is what we have to do. It's not going to be pretty, and I understand that
No.
you're here standing next to me, helping.
I understand all of it. I want you to remember something, but just because he was the one who, well, you know, you come from here, I don't know how it works really, but just because he's your father doesn't mean it's your burden. It's all of us, all of our burdens, because we killed him together, and now it's our responsibility together, not only yours.
Fair enough. Look, I'm not trying to shoulder the burden of my father's atrocities alone. This is not my fault. We are just trying to clean up the mess.
Right, so let's go ahead and swing around.
Then,
First,
the same thing
make me a
applies.
perception check.
Sure.
You lean into the well.
Because if you're gonna see me.
Perception, intelligence.
Yes, active checks, so intelligence.
Yep.
Come on, go.
23.
Go. Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Bad horror.
Glittering in the dark, very, very faintly by the light of your fading torch, is one eye on one side, and then 3 smaller ones in like a diagonal line that twinkles a little bit red.
Ugh.
I think I found the.
It scurries upwards and it tries to attack you.
All right. Sure.
Being funny, Bexxy.
Yes!
Combat.
Like a little, it scurs upwards with surprising speed, and like a dagger kind of thing try to escape and like try to hit you on your arm that is kind of like leaning over into the well. For an 8, you easily step away from it, and it scurs back into the darkness again.
What do you think we should do with this guy? He's obviously not. Or at least.
You know what we have to do here, Pat.
I'll call out. Oi! Are you sane?
Stop diplomacy. Bad use.
I don't know why that was so funny to me. Oi, are you sane?
How deep is the well?
You don't know. It's dark.
Oh, it's dark.
Yeah.
There's some
And
fire down there. Find out.
He's like on the. He's on the wall of the well.
Yeah. For some reason, he's able to climb up very, very fast, up and down. I mean, for a bipedal creature, he's looking rather, quadrupedal?
Quadrupedal.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, my torch is almost running out, so I'll drop it not on him, but like so I can see how deep the well goes.
All right. You guesstimate between like 50 and 70 meters deep.
Okay.
And
And
about
when
8
it's going
meters.
past him-
Yeah. About 8 meters down, there's a wiry, spidery kind of humanoid-esque spider creature that has 3 red spider eyes on one side of the face. But one hand is frog-like and one foot is rabbit-like. And in the hand that like appears human, there's like a shard. It's not really a knife, it's just some kind of sharp thing. And it continues
Listen.
to hiss at you.
Listen, you can either help us help you, or this will be not fun for either side. So come up here, and we'll help you be at peace.
Come down yourself and try your luck.
What's your name, friend?
Mishka.
Mishka. It's a pleasure. Do you want to get out of here? Or stead?
Maybe. Is there easily bled people out there? I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know what's
No, I
out
didn't hear
there.
what you said.
Is there easily bled people out there?
Easily bled people. Why would you want that?
I like the sight of blood. Don't you?
Oh.
Come down and let me show you.
We all hear that?
Yeah. Well, kinda. It's very
I mean, it-
faint and it echoes up.
I mean, Illyria wasn't participating in
Mm-hmm.
burning that thing alive, so she's probably seeing if she can help that out.
Sure, then you kind of lean over and hear the end of this conversation.
Come down.
She scurries further into the darkness. To the point where Thad cannot see him at all.
I'll make another torch.
Okay. It would take some while because it's hard to find something that is not wet and cold out here.
Does it not work even if I use create bonfire on it? Would it still not burn?
Oh yeah, well, eventually. It just takes some time.
Okay. Then
Hey, pretty
Do you have any-
lady, why won't you come down? Come closer at least, so I can see your rosy cheeks.
all right.
Why don't you come up?
How strong are you? I'm turning to Illyria. You're pretty strong, right?
I like to think so.
All right.
Wait,
I'll bite.
are we talking like physically?
Yep.
I mean,
I'll
as in
take
like
out a
lifting
rope.
stuff?
I'll take out a rope.
You lost your strength build. None of you.
Illyria's like, yeah, I'm pretty strong, and then she's like, wait, you mean
Spellcasters and
lifting
filthy
stuff?
dex builds.
I'll take out a rope
Uh-huh.
and I'll give her one end.
You know, I thought you meant like strong as in like fighting or,
Do you have any better solution to this? This blood-loving.
How about you just end its life from here?
It starts
Not
to
gonna
scurry up
waste
again.
crossbow bolts on it.
It starts to scurry up, Illyria, and you can hear it behind you. It's trying to attack you while you're like not paying attention. But it's slower
Well,
than your passive perception.
Well, I think it's coming up occasionally.
I mean, it's happening right now, like in this
Yeah.
fraction of a second. What are you gonna do?
Can I attack?
Let's
say
do
your attack.
initiative.
Go.
Initiative.
Alright, initiative!
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 Initiative.
L'initiative!
11!
Oh yeah, I can keep track on this. I don't need to turn
21.
I don't need to turn over.
I have it as like a whole homodia folder in such a... Wait,
15.
what
Okay, so
happened?
Illyria, you do react first, but you do like as soon as it comes into view, you see this strange half spider, half human face, gleaming with joy as it tries to stab at your hand. What do you do?
She's gonna say, I'm sorry, and stab right back.
Okay, do your attacks.
Oh, with the lightsaber?
Oh
it needs-
shit!
it needs
I'm
activation,
attuned
but-
to that yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that needs activation. Like, am I attuned to that yet?
It does require attunement. Right now, Nyx is actually attuned.
Oh,
Ah, it was more than like.
But it
been a
kind
while
of, it
since-
was a part of the process, like of the
I know,
hour you
but-
spent with it.
yeah.
Right, okay. Because you need to like what, short rest with the attunement or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
11 is actually enough.
Okay.
So, damn. So 23 damage. Okay, so you kind of reach out, stab it through the middle of its torso. It gasps a little bit, and then, like, in anger, tries to retaliate.
Bexxy, you wanted yourself?
Ah! So you stab it through the torso, and it sputters a little bit, like, of blood, but in anger tries to retaliate.
Okay.
With a critical one.
That's two of us, buddy.
Like,
Can I
swings
try
and
and
misses horribly because of the pain. Alright, you go, Sad.
Can I try and just, like, as harmlessly as I can, just try it as, like, as, not harmlessly, but as fast as I can, just slit his throat, end the misery?
Well, you can roll for an attack, and you can add your
Sneak attack.
sneak attack
My
because
sneak
you're an
attack?
ally within
Yep.
1 meter of the creature.
Yep.
Sneaky, sneaky!
Sneaky.
Sneaky,
Why is
sneaky
it not
attack.
working?
Come on, man!
Oh,
Leave in
god
your
damn it.
snack.
Oh no,
My macro is not working.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
You can just do slash
Is it
or
a hold
space.
It's... Oh, there we go.
Oh! Alright,
the
the
first
first one. Yeah, you step forward as quickly as you can and slash their throat. They start falling backwards, though, into the wall.
I'll try and catch, if that's
both
possible.
of you kind of reach forward, like, whoa! Like, take the body, put it down on the ground. It's lying still, not moving.
Good job, Thad.
Don't let it go
Yeah.
to waste.
Kind of reminds me of my sister.
What?
Never mind.
Lyria,
Huh?
don't let it go to waste.
Ah, the soul. Any of you take the soul? I'm taking the soul.
Aleria's gonna stab, like, right into, like, so I don't know, probably it's... Unless you want to do it.
Ah, do you need the soul?
I definitely do need a soul.
So
Take the
it.
soul.
Aleria's gonna be like, I'm really sorry, and she just kind of, like, stabs, like, through, like, somewhere, like, in the head, and, like, from her, like, up her rapier dances, like, the little soul. Just kind of vanishes in hers. Like,
Yeah. There's, like, a bit of an after-death spasm that goes through the body, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah, what's your soul mark and what is it?
Lyria actually has her soul mark on her, I want to say, right hand, and it kind of goes up her arm a little, but that's a bit harder to see.
You. Okay.
But it's sort of like this very intricate, like, detailed, like, pattern that has, like, a little bit of, like, you think you spot, like, in, like, a flaming arrow and, like, you know, stuff like that.
Cool. Bexxy, you muted.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Oops.
Alright. And with the two that was in the courtyard, you go back, unlock the door with the keys that Cloven gave Nyx into the first floor of the second wing where you heard all of those noises.
Did I get, like, half a soul? or-
Yes, have some.
Okay.
They all have it. And you get back into that lightless corridor, which has multiple doors leading into smaller rooms. And the silence is shattered with mad cackles and whispered curses. And that stench, again, is overpowering.
How many people?
I guess you go through this together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright. You open up the first door. This was once a shared bedchamber, but its furnishings have been destroyed. 3 shrieking mongrel folk cower in the shadowy northwest corner. One of them cradles something shiny.
Shiny, you say?
Shiny, indeed.
Are they all chained up?
No, they're just locked into this stone room that is covered in filth.
How many?
3 in this room.
Any sort of humongous fuckery? Any sort of like grab arms or fly legs or something?
Well, they all have their, oddities, right?
Yes. Yeah.
They're all a unique amalgamation of different animal parts. As you actually, with your dark vision, Nyx, you can see that the one Mogulfolk is cradling a polished brass candlestick as if it was a doll or a baby.
That's not at all weird. I call into the cage. Anyone that can recognize my voice or understand me, speak up now.
Yeah, this is all going to be downhill from here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roleplay this out. They're out of their minds mad.
Time for burning and
Wind blasting.
wind
Good
blasting
old-fashioned
and
stabs.
firebolting.
Alright,
Stab.
I'm
Oh,
just
we
gonna
have
go
to-
through this. So that's 3. So divide 3 0.5 souls between each other. Then you got
I can,
Tad, do you actually need souls at all?
Do you,
You don't know
have
that.
a-
No, I'm asking.
Oh. No, not really.
Okay, then we'll
I
take
don't-
one. We each take one of them. So
Yeah, I mean,
Hey.
if you need souls, I guess Illyria would probably give you some. I don't even know if you have like a soul mark.
I don't believe I do.
oh, okay.
has weird things next to himself. Wow.
You're like the first ever person I've seen with a soul mark.
I mean, Acheron doesn't have one, but
I'll bring it back on, damn right.
okay. So we kill them all. We divide 1.5 amongst each other.
Yes. Open.
Okay.
Hey, I have 1.5 soul fragments. Whoop, whoop.
The next room, you find 2 Mogulfolk creatures brawling amid the wreckage, whilst a third watches and cackles behind a life-size painted wooden statue of a saintly woman in robes.
Are they
How many-
all
lots-
Bunga too?
They're
Or...
all mindless freaks.
Yes, once again. And they all have their own unique madness and their unique features.
Time to purge.
Alright, another 3
Purging
0.5 souls.
Okay. So by the way, Cookie, you calculate them not as totals, but like 2
Five.
times 0.5s.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So I got like 1 half potency soul from Spuder and 2 from here. So I have 1.5 fragments, right?
So you have 3 0.5.
Yes,
You have to do 3 times 0.5.
because
not-
they're all, singular entities. They don't merge, if that makes sense. Unless you
I'm
do
gonna
a
break them.
ritual.
Okay.
Yes,
I have 3.5 souls. That's the thing.
Yeah.
yes.
Cool.
So we each get 3 now. Moving on to the next.
Right, Leo
Havoc.
doesn't have any Soulmark either. Yeah, no. It's true. The third room, 2 mongrels are seated in the middle of this room, forming a ring. They appear to be chanting a spell.
Chanting a spell?
But considering we have 3 people who know magic, after being scared and looking at them for a few seconds, it appears to be non-magical gibberish.
Put them down. Put them down.
Put them down.
Alright, so you got 2 more there.
Okay, so Hamatia and me.
Yeah, I vote Nyx into Martia.
All right.
Okay.
Fourth room. A mongrel creature stands in the middle of this room, staring at the doorway in silence, with a hungry look in their eyes. They demand to be fed.
Down.
All right.
Yeah, if there's
This
no
is so
obvious
lame.
signs.
I
Yeah.
hate all of the. I kind of imagine that Illyria, as she stabs them, just kind of apologizes profusely.
Sorry.
And like Nyx is like reassuring them, this is kindness, this is like, you know, better for them.
Hamatia is chanting a lullaby while she's putting them down.
So this is one soul
Yes.
in here? Okay.
You take it next.
All right. The fifth room, filled with 4 mongrelfold wallowing in their own filth, and the floor is strewn with gnawed bones. They beg you for food.
And they will have fire!
Old blood, steel thing.
While Thad is killing them, he's starting to kind of mumble some kind of prayer under his breath.
Clarify that Illyria is more like almost in tears saying sorry. Not pardon me, excuse me, running you through. I feel the need to clarify.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
continues.
four times, so I'll take 2, you each take 1?
Sure.
I mean, we can always combine them and give them...
Ones,
Wait, who gets what? So,
There are 4 here, 4.5s, so...
so 1 for Leia.
1 for Illyria, 1 for Hamatia, 2 for Nyx, and we can combine them in later anyway, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The next
Yeah.
one has a single mongrelfolk in it. It's a wreckage of a bedchamber, and it doesn't notice that you're there. It holds up a glittering gold statue, and it parades round and round in a circle, going, "The devil dwells in his dark house upon the misty pillar. First he'll taste her sweet, sweet blood, and then he'll have to kill her."
What the fuck?
Over and over again.
Yep.
Nyx kind of like cringes and then kind of shrugs and then says, "What do we got to do?"
Martia will actually try to make it sing her own lullaby, trying to distract it whilst I assume Fad is stabbing him in the back.
Okay. Alright. Falling to the floor is a golden statuette of a robed saintly figure.
Recognize him as a negligent father of some sort.
I'll pick it up. As
I
like,
think it was Saint that was originally like, you know, like that was kind of like here to begin with, not the abbot, right?
well, I could take a look at it if that's the case. If it's not the abbot.
the abbot?
No, it's not the abbot. It's a female shape.
Oh,
Was it Saint
Markovia?
Markovia?
Yes,
Saint Illyria.
Markovia. There's a lot of legends around it, but you're not entirely sure. Oh, maybe Nyx though. Make me an intelligence check, Nyx. See if your mother might have told you a bedside story.
Okay. And then just a raw intelligence?
Yeah, unless you got it like an academics. Otherwise, you're just able to roll this, nobody else's. Ten. Ooh.
Can I use my GM's inspiration?
Yes, you may.
Ooh, 19.
19. Ooh, well.
Give me bedtime stories.
Ooh, I will give you a bedtime story. Well, holding it in your hand and like looking into that little chiseled face, there's like a little bit of an epiphany of fireworks that goes off in your mind, and you remember a story that Madame Eva told you over a little bit more of a private fire in the Serpol camp one night. You remember her telling you that Saint Markovia was a part of Empress Shay court. But was a bit of her own entity. She was a vampire, but had a very strong need to heal and help those that were in need. And so she traveled quite selfishly, or selflessly, I mean, to the front of the war and set up a hospitaller kind of camp to help, no matter who they were, to give them aid. Soon as the war was over, seeing that there was a lot of soldiers from it that were needing long-term aid, she came to this outcropping here in the mountains of Western Baratok and made a bit more of a permanent camp. And over the years, that grew into the Abbey of Saint Markovia. And then she, like everybody else, were trapped inside of the mists. And she was not, for some reason, happy about this outcome and tried to rebel against Rod. Was struck down by him, and the patients and the people that were left inside of the abbey, they locked their doors, scared of coming out, scared of the wrath of Strahd upon them, and so they starved to death within the walls of Abbey of Saint Markovia. And then it was abandoned because it was considered a cursed place. Happy bad time stories.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how it is, I suppose, in Barovia.
It's in the film. 1 point.
Does it look like it's worth a lot, or is it like if it's golden statues, you know?
Yeah, it's like, what, 20 centimeters tall and, you know, a few centimeters thick. I mean, it's definitely worth a pretty penny. And at the base of it, there are some inscriptions.
Oh, really? Is it in common?
No, it's in Coptic.
In what?
Straight in Coptic?
I mean, Coptic runes.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yes.
Wait, this could be magical, maybe?
Okay.
I mean, if you would like to take a break from all the butchering, I could just quickly at least detect magic on this to see if it is truly magical, but...
We can also do that later. I don't think it's going anywhere.
True. It's just more for you if you want to take a break.
No, I want to finish this as fast as possible.
I want to get this over with.
Very well. Nix puts the statuette in his little satchel. Let's get this over with.
Alright, step into the next room. Where you find two filthy teenager mongrel folk. Pretty early teenager too. They hoot, they holler, they roll on the floor, and they whack each other with sticks.
Let me do this, please. You don't have to take this burden.
You won't have to do this alone.
You shouldn't be killing children.
Neither should you.
Not the first time that I stepped through.
Wait, what?
You killed.
And killed them.
Okay. What runs
We
through
can discuss this later.
Thad's mind as he hunts these teenagers down?
You seem awfully comfortable with this, Thad.
Am I?
It seems like it.
What have you been doing?
Even I'm not comfortable with this.
Lyra just kind of like seems genuinely like very shocked and kind of concerned, although they weren't really close or anything.
How about
You do.
how about when we sit down for that long talk, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
I wouldn't call it normal to be comfortable here, though.
I'm not comfortable. I'm just good at hiding it.
Right. Then yes, let's finish this despicable business and get what we need.
Yes, just souls.
2 of them.
3? Okay.
2.
2 of them. Okay.
Whoever has like a high enough passive perception can see that his hands are shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Just whoever is like really perceptive.
Lyria is not. She was like a 14.
Well, Nyx has a 14 as well, so I mean, depends on what high means, but no one
high
really
enough.
has a high perception.
No.
Yeah, you're like with the dumbest part.
It's not Acheron,
No.
Ginevra, and Lynn.
Well, yeah.
Titanic.
Well, Asphodel was our perceptive person. so
True.
I'm perceptive as
Anyway.
fuck. I,
mean,
don't know what
yeah.
is talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
Everyone
true.
else. Okay, so
Anyway.
2 here. How
Yeah.
about you one? Next
And
one.
the last room. The last
Yeah.
room contains a fort made out of piled bits of shattered furniture and torn draperies. From within the fort, you hear a mischievous cackle and a giggle.
Do the same thing, just testing if there's any responses or
Yeah,
sentience or.
there's not much sentience, but they refuse to come out.
I guess Lyria's gonna come in.
Amate is going to use make soul shine and use it as bait, like an anglerfish.
It actually works, and they crawl out, and you kind of hide and you stab them, I guess. So they got two more there, and then as those 2 voices fade and have their last breath, what falls on you is a blessed, but bloody silence.
Nyx will like close his eyes. Finally, the silence without the crying and screaming. I don't know if you can turn the sound off in Roll20 for that or not.
I did.
Ah, it's the ghost!
Oh, you did? I can still hear it.
Oh, but I did
can
the
also still hear it.
VTTS settings and I completely removed it. Okay, let's mute it then. Did that work?
Nope.
Nope.
It's part of the No Light, No Hope, maybe soundtrack.
Maybe you need to
No.
reload the
Then we go here instead.
the environment.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe you just need to kill all the crazies. Other stuff, shit.
I can't believe my father just did all this. That he made people give up parts of their body just so he can build his sick, twisted construct and then keep these
But-
poor people.
Was it all just for that? Why put on, like, animal parts?
He
Yeah, that
was
seems
a-
like extra work.
I don't know. Playing God?
He wasn't playing God, he was trying his best in his own twisted view to save Barovia. We need to take this as a lesson that monsters don't think they are monsters, they think they are righteous. They think their cause is just and that the ends justify the means. Let us never become this. Not even close. Not even for a second.
We are here to ensure that doesn't happen. They're at peace now, and the Abbey is at peace.
After survivors.
Ever be able to do anything like that again?
If you were in that position, Illyria, you would want that to happen to you. Would you not?
Does
All of
make
your
it
mind is
any
gone?
easier?
I know it's not easy, but the most important things are never easy.
Sorry.
That's a weird response.
I just read what Hemo wrote.
Yep.
I don't know. Did we really just... I know there's no way we could help them, but we just decided who's worthy of living or not. Let's...
Some people are desperate enough that they simply don't believe there is a way of living.
Let's go check on Lottie.
And we also have Mr. Darzel, Mr. Angryface, I think should probably get checked on. It was actually surprisingly sensible once he got all of his complaints down in written form.
I mean, to be fair, Lyra's kind of close to losing it. Don't worry about...
Maybe,
Are you gonna stab me out of mercy too,
yeah,
then?
should we stab Lyra out of mercy?
Lyria, are you saying? No? Kill her.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
So we have 2 survivors, and we need to either get them out of here or get them some place where you can be taken care of, and not in the "ooh, I'm gonna stab you" sort of way.
No, the Burgomaster seemed very upset, but there are some good folk here down in Kresk. And with the
Sure.
abbot disposed of,
Can
we...
find someone to take men.
Yes, we have prevented any future monstrosities from affecting any single person in Barovia. So, even though we have done something that is vicious and difficult, we have done a good thing here, I believe it. For all the future people in Barovia too.
Just wish next time we might be able to actually save them.
Me too. But you're right, we did save 2, at least.
And one of
Lottie
them,
is safe now. And if you think about it, Illyria, if we weren't here, if we never came, their lives would have been doomed.
Don't dare think about what would have happened to Lottie if we didn't show up here.
Try and keep that in your heart as you deal with this. No. I think we've all earned a break from the bloodshed. So, seeming as it's becoming later and later.
Yeah, it's closing in on like dinner time. Spend the whole afternoon here.
Then we can choose to rest up here in the Abbey. Make sure Lottie passes through the night okay. And then in the morning, head down to the Burgomaster and tell him of what we have done.
It sounds like
Yeah, in this cursed hallway.
Take some time. I will speak with Cloven, see if there's anything else still outstanding that needs to be resolved as a matter of urgency, but after that we can discuss exactly where we're going next. My immediate theories here are to head towards your stones or the marsh, but there's also some things here in Crest that we can finish up as well.
We
We
still
should
have 2 days to help them.
Probably meet up with Casimir soon.
Right, but it wasn't just the grave robbing here.
Yes.
That was the
I
problem.
know, but we just need to let Casimir know that we're still alive.
We still have 2
True.
days before our scheduled meetup with him, so
At least we have discovered the reasons for the grave robbing. But the missing children and the livestock missing, I don't know.
missing children.
Yes,
How old were they?
we don't know.
No, wait. What if? God, maybe? You missing livestock. Do Amatia's head, like, she tries to remember if she saw any sort of body part that might be from livestock.
Oh. I mean, there has been every type of animal.
Even livestock.
Yeah.
And how many children were here?
But it's also strange, you know, because you're seeing like lizards and like exotic animals as well, so where
Yeah.
have they come from?
How many children?
There were none children or babies. They were just like
Teenagers.
the youngest was teenagers.
No.
There's one baby question mark.
Oh no.
But remember that Lottie said that Felix and Jessica went missing, and Gilly
Yeah.
and Lottie went searching, and then Lottie went here, despite Gilly not wanting her to.
Yeah. Wait, but they weren't around here. Like, I mean, like, that would make the missing children problem a like.
Aspera brought them to a fishing hamlet on the western shore of Lake Sarovich.
So it's not localized to just press.
Let me bring up the mappy map.
I mean, it's probably a bit closer to it, but like,
Oh, I suppose it isn't that far away.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that far away, but it's also not that close, you know?
No, I know, but if you wander, equidistance, it's only half a day direct as the crow flies. So it's a question of whether or not that's true or not. Either way, we still have something to investigate. Like there was the farmstead, I think,
Yeah.
to the east, in the manor, right? In the Firatov manor.
The Fidatov Manor.
I still have some shit to do here.
And
We
there
do.
was like these giant wolves
We
that
just
were
need to make
attacking.
sure to like think about meeting up with Casimir in 2 days.
Sure, well, this is only the first day, right? So
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to like.
You
won't
entered
forget him.
Kresk this morning.
Yeah,
Wow.
we
we've already
did.
deposed the
I'm like so
monster.
many long days.
Yeah, but
So we have like something to do with children, something to do with the manor, and also something to do with lycanthropy, werewolves and stuff around here, which
yeah.
we can investigate if we want to,
I mean, while we're here,
whilst we're here. when we're going around the abbey, has there been any signs so far of like a magic circle? Like a teleportation circle?
Oh, no. But you haven't been in the rooms adjacent to the hospital on the second level in this wing.
If we're gonna go check on Angry Guy, what's his name?
Darson.
Darson. I suppose that is something that we can check on because we have to
True.
explore the whole abbey.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so the first room adjacent to the hospital is it's an otherwise empty room, but for a blood-stained table and a rickety wooden table in another corner that has several wooden boxes and leather wraps.
Boxes and such.
And as soon as you step into this room, whoever's here with Nyx, you hear a scream that echoes through time. It is followed by another fainter scream, and then another, and then a chorus of those who are suffered under a knife. The screams eventually fade until there are nothing more than haunting memories left behind.
Well, that is mighty unsettling. As is the rest of the abbey.
I want to get out of here, please.
You, my lords.
We're just making sure everything is aired out properly.
Okay, let's move door to door, see if there's anything or anyone left worth saving or not worth saving.
Next room.
You walk into the next, which contains the wreckage of several wooden cribs.
Oh no.
Next, there's a single window in this room, and once you stepped into this and looked around, you look through the window momentarily to see the blizzard raging on and the rapidly falling dusk. And looking back at you in the reflection of it is a woman with a kind smile on her lips. Luscious blonde locks around her face and brilliant green eyes.
I blink rapidly. Like, you see someone.
As soon as you blink, the vision is gone.
Did I recognize her? Was she familiar?
Vaguely familiar to your statuette.
Oh right, yeah, I got that. I rub my eyes and look to whoever's with me. I was like, "You didn't see that, did you?"
No.
I'm sure it's just being tired and what we went through.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this place is haunted.
Well, if that's the case, well, we will deal with that too.
Alright, you walk into the last room. But you know of.
You said there were like cribs and stuff in here.
Yeah,
They were like
old
broken down.
wooden cribs. Wrecks. Basically like
No baby bones.
no baby bones. It's just cribs that have been destroyed or rotten or taken by the Tooth of Time.
Okay.
The last room is empty, but for a number of bones on the floor. Actually, quite a lot. Crunches underneath your feet.
Yeah.
And landing on the windowsill that leads out to the garden. Over here. And kinda this broken hole of the window lands a raven with blue tinted feathers. Hey!
Oh, hey.
What? Did you just do what I think you just did?
I mean, what did you think we just did?
You killed the fucking abbot? Like, why are you mortar? Like, what?
I mean, he kind of had it coming. Not going to lie.
There has been a few. Well, I haven't seen them actually, but I've heard of that. Quite a few have gone up here and tried to challenge him and have died quite horribly. So, wow, good job, I guess.
Who are you?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, you don't... Oh,
You got us some new friends, I see.
we have...
Hope they won't
yeah.
stab me in the back. And he gives the raven gives Thad a murderous glance. You know I can peck your eyes out in the middle of the night.
There's no reason for
You try.
threats. I'm sure they won't harm you.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there a talking raven here?
They're sort of our allies.
Yeah, they're shape-shifting folk from Valaki that we kind of aligned ourselves with because, God, who else was there? But they're lovely people. They make a remarkable stew.
Oh, but like you. What's the name again?
Of human eyes, if need be. And he gives like a wave with his wing.
What's his name again? What's your name, sir? I'm sorry, I'm just...
Sir?
Lucky.
Sir!
Hi.
Oh God, what have become of me?
Is it the raven that we know?
Yeah.
This is what, Muriella?
Yeah, Muriella. Muriella. There we go.
Do I recognize the name in any way?
No.
Lyra just kind of like smiles and says, "It's good to see you again, Mariella."
Well, I have been keeping an eye on you, or, you know, my lesser brothers and sisters have for me. So you're not alone, at least. You have been up to some weird shit. I mean, first of all, the dragon's house. I mean, saying goodbye to Asphodel. I mean, how smart could that have been? And then now here.
Muriella, weren't you tasked to go follow the Burgomaster's son?
Oh yeah, I'm
Victor?
back from that.
Well, I mean, it would be
Where
nice
is
to know
he?
an update.
Oh, okay, well, he has situated himself in the village of Barovia. Bodying himself up to Ismark. Who has been ejected from his old house that has now been taken by that, you know, bastard Canterbury.
Is Marc mad at us?
He seems rather depressed. He just wants to be working in the fields, from what I could see. The other bastard, Victor, got quite mad at him.
So Victor is in Ismark's house along with Cantemir?
No. In the farmhouse that Ismark has. But now I think Victor is going to Cantermere to buddy up. Last I know that they were having tea time together.
Well, it won't be long until there's blood on that carpet.
Speaking of blood, I also flew to the Patriarch Davian, of the Martikov family. A bit more abducted, you see. He's scary. Things have gotten a little bit worse at the winery. Seeing you just blazing through the fort and then the abbey. I mean, are you planning on going that direction?
I think we should.
That's good. We kind of need it cleared out. Wine is important.
Is he okay?
I'm okay.
I mean, I'm very glad you're okay. I was talking about the.
Well, they don't really have a home right now, right? They have been. The David is there, and then. Irvin's brother and his family. They will have been evicted from their home. And they're trampling around on our grounds, and we're not that happy about it, but...
One of them was quite knowledgeable about this place, right?
Davian is old. In a good way. I don't know if you knew, but us we're ravens live a little bit longer.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to looking my best when I'm 40.
How long do you guys live?
140, 150, about there.
And you're just keeping tabs on us?
Well, of course.
Making sure. Any particular...
I wanted to watch you a little bit further when this new one came. And then I planned to come and talk to you. But then another new one came. And then you just whooshed across the valley. And then whooshed back.
There's been a lot of whooshing.
Yeah, a lot of things happened.
Mariella. We're fine, obviously. If you wish to come in out of the cold, you are more than welcome to. We aim to resolve some injustices that the abbot imparted on this abbey and the people of Kresk. And check out a couple of other strange anomalies. If you know of anything in the region, something to do with werewolves, perhaps, since you're a were-raven, or children going missing, things like that.
Well, speaking about werewolves, did you know that that the devil has made a contract with the werewolves now, and they work now for him?
What?
No.
Yeah, well, they have always been kind of like immortal enemies, but he kind of seen them as vermin in his backyard and really worth his attention. But considering now that he has plans of making Barovia bigger by inviting the Protectorate, he considered perhaps I should have some guards that are less rotting. And there was recently some kind of leadership change, I think, within the coven, and now this woman, I think now, that is in charge, went over to Strahd and went hey, and Strahd went hey, and now they're working together. They're his new guards, his future guards of this new flourishing towns or something like that. The economy vampire is very excited.
Flourishing town in Barovia. It's like a cold town in the desert.
I have no idea. Flourishing for us, I guess. It's a very sensitive time, but maybe an hour or two by a warm fire would do me good. and the raven kind of steps into the room, morphs through your eyes, and then lands on the floor as this later teenager, like early 20-year-old woman.
Wait, I didn't. I don't think I switched forms. Oh shit.
I mean, if she's been stalking us, she probably
Yeah,
has
no.
seen your true form.
They do stalk pretty well.
You're pretty good at that.
Here we have her.
Are there any other news we should be aware of?
Oh yeah, that they're expanding. Obviously, I mean, we do keep track on our weird brothers.
Expanding how?
Haven't you noticed?
No.
All the kids going missing?
Well, we heard about it, yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Wait, they're taking the children?
They have always done that.
Wait, this is linked to making them werewolves, and then they have a test, and then the victors of that test get shipped off to Strad?
Ah! Not entirely sure. I think David's. I think there's something to do with the old leadership, the old ways of like, tradition. Yeah. I've heard something about this like kind of martial test, like are you strong enough to be a part of the coven? It's very macho, really. But they seem to be expanding quite aggressively. It's a bit worrying.
You don't happen to know where they are?
Yeah? Don't you?
Would we ask if we did?
Okay, fair. Wait, what do I get out of this? I've been telling you so much. Do you promise to go down to the Martikov winery? Take care of the problem?
That was always on our agenda. We just got sidetracked, Muriela.
Yeah, but you gotta get less sidetracked. We're like in real trouble over here.
Look, Muriela, it wasn't long until I just realized that the abbot was my father, and I ended up just killing my father. So give us a goddamn break for 1 second.
What?
There was also this whole thing where, like, way back when I had to promise Strahd that I'd go to a ball of his in exchange for not sending bat swarms to kill our horses.
The food was lovely.
Okay, well, I will give you some space. I will stop standing on literal bones. I'll go and warm myself up, get something to eat. And then you come to me with your promises or some kind of tale of knowledge that you can provide, and I will give this information to you. Yes?
A tale of knowledge, you say?
Yes. Something juicy.
Oh, I do have something very juicy.
Oh, and she like takes your arm, leads you down the hallway. Tell me more.
And Nix rolls his eyes so big.
And Marilia and you kinda intro head towards the dining room to get some food and get some rest and tell some juicy tales to each other. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Woo!
I'm not going to ruin this session. we just killed like 20
A lot of
people.
people.
Yeah, we kill a lot of people, and I prefer not to think about it.